It's women out there that do their homework. They know everything about y'all because you tell on yourself on the gram and on social. So they know how to go get you.
Shannon Sharpe is stirring up a storm right now. And now Deion Sanders just chimed in, raising an eyebrow like, hold up, something's not adding up here.
You see what happened? That had been going on for years. They let it build up. Shannon Sharpe, y'all know, he was about to sign $1 million contract. So now, they got to get out of it.
Shannon's getting slapped with a $50 million lawsuit by an OnlyFans model, Gabriella Zuniga, and she's accusing him of some wild stuff. But he's not staying quiet. He's calling it a setup, a straight-up money grab. Even crazier. He says people in his own circle are low-key rooting for his downfall. Yeah, it's getting real shady.
It's getting clear now. Shannon Sharpe fumbled the bag for $100 million. Yes, $100 million is what he was about to be expected. And this is how it went. And now we're kind of understanding why it seemed like he wanted to negotiate and settle with his accused.
This lawsuit dropped right after news came out that Shannon was close to landing a $100 million media deal. And boom, just like that, the deal's on hold. Kinda sketchy, right? Deion Sanders isn't buying the timing either. He says this feels way too perfect, like somebody planned the whole thing. Shannon didn't just stumble into this mess by accident.
For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell.
You thinking you conquering it and you ain't, because it's all a plan.
You think you run a game and they run a game on you.
Looks like someone set the trap. So the big question is, who wants to take Shannon down right when he's about to secure the biggest bag of his career? But let's be real. Not everyone's buying the victim angle. Some folks are saying Shannon brought this on himself. Even if she was plotting, he gave her the playbook. Setup or not, he made it easy. But if Deion's right, and there's someone pulling strings behind the scenes, this just got way deeper.
Do they know who they hired?
Yes.
What part of me? What part of me?
Why you gonna make me show out? Why you trying to make us show out? Can we act right, please?
Okay, right. They know, so
They know.
Okay.
What you mean by that?
Because I know you.
Man.
And then it's like, well, we want you to be yourself. All right, I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be Friday.
This ain't just some messy hookup anymore. We're talking power plays, backdoor deals, and straight-up sabotage. So what really went down? Did Shannon piss off the wrong people? Step on the wrong toes in business? Or is there something deeper we haven't seen yet? 'Cause when someone like Deion Sanders starts throwing up red flags, it's usually more than just smoke. There's fire. And while this lawsuit hasn't even hit court, the damage is already shaking everything Shannon built. From NFL legend to media powerhouse, dude's been on a winning streak for years.
Outspoken. It's sharp, because guess what? They're going to say, oh, the conference isn't any good now. You notice that, Stephen A? So that's what it is. When he was getting his eyes beat out, oh, I told y'all he couldn't coach on that level. I told y'all he was false this and false that. Now they're 8-2 with an outside chance to make the college football playoff. Everybody done gone radio silent. Now they find something else to complain about. Coach Prime got them playing well. They're playing really, really well. I like where they are.
To see the great things that he has been doing and to know the potential is out there for all of this to be derailed. Mm-hmm. I'm incredibly sad for him. I'm sad for us as a show because we're better with him than without him. It's like you just, and then I see the zest with which people are willing to pounce on him. And it's like, listen, people have been after him since he did Cat Williams. You know, they've been at his neck because of the numbers he produced and the success that it had and how he was able to ride.
No, Shannon's already stepping back from his seat next to Stephen A. on First Take, and this might just be the first domino. Word is, he was this close to locking in a $100 million podcast deal. But after that lawsuit hit, that golden bag might be slipping away. Just 3 days before Gabriella filed Front Office Sports spilled the tea. Shannon was about to sign a monster deal. Not just one show, but a full-blown media empire under Club Shay. We're talking Nightcap, Club 520, the Bubba Dub Show. All of it.
That had been going on for years. They let it build up. Shannon Sharpe, y'all know he was about to sign $1 million contract. So now they got to get out of it because they know what's about to happen. The only way they can stop this contract and stop this thing from happening is put this dirt out. It's time to drop it because they know if this ninja get 100 million in his pocket, it's going to be some real problems. Some real problems.
Shannon was on top, humble, pulling in baddies and making major culture moves. And it all popped off after that viral sit-down with Cat Williams in Jan 2024. That interview, straight-up record-breaking. Cat dragged half of Hollywood, name dropped like he had receipts ready, and boom, it became the biggest episode ever on Club Shay. That one convo turned Shannon's platform into the go-to spot for unfiltered celebrity talk. But here's the twist. That same interview might have put a target on Shannon's back. Word is, some Hollywood heavyweights weren't too happy with what Cat said, or with Shannon for letting him say it. Now insiders are whispering this lawsuit might not be random at all. Some are calling it a hit job. And guess who's backing that theory? None other than Shannon's day one, Deion Sanders. These two? They've had each other's backs forever.
It's getting clear now. Shannon Sharpe fumbled the bag for $100 million. Yes, $100 million is what he was about to be expected. And this is how it went. And now we're kind of understanding why it seemed like he wanted to negotiate and settle with his accuser for $10 million. And for those that don't know, Shannon Sharpe is being accused of having unwanted sex. And we all know when that happens, like the media is on the frenzy right now. But here's the part was where he dropped the bag. He was about to get $100 million. So we know how his podcast, Shay had been taken off. He literally just finished his contract as he was signed to Colin Cohard's podcasting group. But Shannon Sharpe was getting ready to be offered all.
Shannon's always had Deion's back, no matter what. When folks clowned Deion for his coaching at Colorado, Shannon was right there, speaking loud and proud in his defense. Now it's Deion's turn. Word is, Deion believes this whole lawsuit didn't just pop up. It was planned months ago. According to people close to him, someone powerful wanted to knock Shannon off his rise, and this lawsuit, just step one. Even Stephen A. Smith, who originally called Shannon out for fumbling that ESPN bag, has changed his tune. He now says Shannon's been targeted ever since that explosive Cat Williams interview dropped. And get this, even Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, just spoke up, saying the timing of this lawsuit is way too perfect, right before Shannon was about to sign a $100 million deal. That ain't no coincidence. Still, not everyone's buying the set-up angle. Some fans think Shannon's just dodging accountability, leaning into conspiracy talk. And others are even coming for Deion, saying maybe he should sit this one out, considering his own messy history with women. One post on X didn't hold back. Deion Sanders and Shannon Sharpe women be. That comment section exploded. Another fan chimed in. If Deion really cared, he'd have told Shannon to stay away from these young OnlyFans girls. They're just looking for a come-up. And another straight up said, "Where are Shannon's real friends at? Deion, Sterling Sharpe. Somebody should have told him. Leave that girl alone. This whole thing is a mess." It didn't stop there. One fan even snapped, "Shannon needs to sit down somewhere. He too old for this ish." People are heated, no doubt, but no matter how loud it gets online, one thing most folks agree on: Shannon did this to himself. Yeah, maybe there's a puppet master behind the curtain. Maybe that girl was planted to ruin the deal. But even if that's true, Shannon walked right into it. Eyes wide open. He's nearly 60. He's been in the spotlight for decades. This ain't his first rodeo. He knows how fast scandals blow up. So how are you gonna scream, "Set up," when you handed them the playbook? And then there's that phone call, where Shannon allegedly says he's gonna choke her. Man, for a lot of people, that was it. Final straw. Even if she baited him, nobody made him say that. Let's not forget the wild messages either. The "put a big black baby in me" texts. That didn't sound made up. Folks online are pointing fingers now, saying Shannon got way too deep in something he had no business messing with. So yeah, while a few are still backing him, Deion included, most fans, they're not lining up to defend him. Because at the end of the day, whether or not it was a setup, Shannon left the door wide open. When you're reaching that 100 million level, you don't play with your image. You guard it like a vault. And Shannon? He rolled the dice and lost the whole bag. But now we want to hear from you. Was this really a setup from the start? Did someone send Gabriella to tank Shannon's deal? Or did Shannon bring this chaos into his own life? And even if it was a setup, does it change how we see him? Let us know in the comments. Hit like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives and celeb drama. This story's far from over, so stay locked in. We'll catch you in the next one.